Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter to you all. I'm going to be our course instructor for this very morning's MMR Money Market Review. My name is Akonde Olakomi Joshua. All right, so I welcome each and every one of you. I can see Mr. Lipede Taiwo Johnson. I can see Alebode Seidu. I can see Anthony Kayode. Yes, I can also see Anyu Felix. I can see okay. I can see Suyemi. Yes, Suyem. Okay, nice. I can also see Ekpemski. I can see Infinix X6516. I can see Kalu Kenny. I can see Olumayowa. I can see Philip Amas. Okay, Soyemi Adeleke. Yes, I can see Prince Will Chigozie. I can see PST Luke. That's Pastor Luke. So yeah, I can see Sanari A Oteje. I can see Sojifaso Rotimi. I can also see SS. I can see Techno KJ 5. I can see Wasiu Subandi. I can see EMZ Tech. Okay. I can see Anayo Ben. I can see Ayun Felix Olubenga. Okay. Okay. I think I have practically mentioned everybody's name. But if I did not mention your name, please and please kindly know that I also acknowledge you. You understand? I also acknowledge you. So, Mr. Taiwo Johnson, please kindly remove yourself from the video because it's distorting my screen. You understand? Kindly remove yourself from video. Thank you very much. Okay. So if I'm unable to, or maybe I've not called your name, please and please, like I said, kindly note that I still acknowledge you with the utmost respect. You understand? You are highly, highly respected. So just quickly. So today, just like it is, we're going to be looking at the market. Look at what happened at on the market yesterday. Then look at what we expect or we are hoping to happen in the market today. Are we expecting the market to go up or down, depending on the direction of the market? We're beginning to look. We'll try to analyze and see what we're expecting from the market. To understand, is it by fundamentals or technically? Then we'll see how it says. We'll look at it based on currencies, commodities, stocks, and yeah, indices practically. So we know the drill. First thing first, we start with the fundamental part of it. So we'll have news, the market reacting to informations on news, or the chart. So we'll look at it. Let's start with the news that was shared that was released yesterday. Then we'll look at what is happening or what will happen today. We'll see that. Okay, so we'll start with what we're saying. Okay, I'm going to tell us. Let me share my screen so we'll be able to see what will happened yesterday and what we're expecting today. Okay, so for yesterday we had some news coming up. We had some important news coming up yesterday, which was yeah, important. Yeah, we had news coming out on AUD. That was around 2:30 a.m. for the employment change and the unemployment rate. Now it came out negative and positive at the same time, which we would always advise you when you have such information, you stay off the market because you can't buy and sell at the same time. It's not possible. You understand? It's just like it's more or less going. It will look like a tug of war. It's just like a tug of war. You're buying and you're selling at the same time. So to save yourself from stories that touches the heart or to be risk cautious, the best thing we advise is what? Stay from the market, because as it's telling you to buy, and let's say okay, the market is buying, you go for a buy, instantly you could see the market dropping again. So best thing best is to what? Stay off the market. Then by 1:15, we had news coming out on euros where we had the main refinancing rate and monetary policy statements. And before then, or before yesterday, information had been going on saying that they intend to cut their interest rate. You understand? They intend to cut the interest rate by a quarter or something. So, and yes, they were able to drop it by 25. You understand? 0.25 basic points. You understand? Which made it to drop to 2.40. And immediately that happened, price of euros dropped. You understand? So on instrument like Euro USD is sold at that moment. It was not almost like a whipsaw at first, went up a little bit, came down and the likes. But yes, it's sold. You understand? Because dropping of interest rate actually reduces the strength of an economy. It's like actually, too good for them like that. So that happened. Then by 1:30, we had news coming out on unemployment claims and the field fed manufacturing index. It came out good for the unemployment claim and bad for the field fed manufacturing index. All the same, you discover that our market actually did not really move. You understand? It really did not move the market. Yeah, part of the reason it's due to the trade wars going on between US and some of these other strong economies and the likes, you understand? And yes, when all these news were released, there were reactions in the market. Some particular ones move, and most of it didn't move. Then we had and that news coming out by 1:45 p.m., which is the ECB press conference. You understand? The addressing of yeah, communications through the press. You understand? They address the press and journalists, giving them response to questions and what they feel is going to be happening in the market, or their own opinion of the market. You understand? Generally. And after that, we now had NZD and AUD for all the bank holiday. Like we all know, this is a festive period, which is the Easter season. And because of that, we are going to be having a lot of these banks on holiday. That was what happened yesterday for all the whole news. And yes, if you look at it for today, let's see what is happening today. If you look at for today, we are having banks of Switzerland, you understand? That's CHF, all banks from Switzerland, they are all on holidays. Even in Germany, they are on holidays. Pounds, GBP, they are on holiday. Canadian dollars, you understand? All of them bank on holiday, and it's due to the season. Now, the truth is this: is the market still going to move? Yes, the market will move, but the truth is it might not move the way we are expecting it. You understand? Might not move the way we are expecting. Might be a little bit slow in movement due to the holiday. But yes, one way or the other, the market will still move. You understand? And looking at what we're seeing now currently, yes, the market, based on the fact that there's no news today, so we're going to be looking at everything technically, you understand, since there's no major news for the market today or anything. So today we're going to be looking at the market technically to know what is going to be happening. You understand? We'll see what will happen in the market. So yes, we're going to start by looking at the market currencies first. So once we're done with currencies, we'll move to commodities. From commodities, then we'll move to indices. You understand? So first thing first, let's start with currencies. Let's start with currencies. Okay, let's start with currencies. So I'll be sharing my screen with us now. Okay, with us, currencies. So first thing first, I'm sharing my screen and we're looking at Euro USD. And currently, based on what we're seeing on the market, we discover that the market is ranging on Euro USD. This is on my 1 hour time frame. In fact, let's go to the okay, firstly, from the monthly time frame, you discover that the market actually has been going back up. And yes, I'm expecting the market to come up. In fact, even to around this point, I'm still expecting the market to get back to this point. That's my own take on this market. But currently, where the price is a zone. There's also another zone around where price is here now. You understand? There's a zone around where price is currently. This is on the monthly time frame. You understand? I'm picking it from the higher time frame. Can you see? I've gone to the weekly time frame, the resistance here, and also we are seeing it based on what past market action. You understand? If you look at it, there's also a zone around this point. But yes, so look at it. Even in past, around that same spot, there's still a zone. So if it's able to break above this current particular section where it is, I expect price to get up to this particular position, around this position here. But that's that on the weekly time frame. Let's move further and see what is happening on the daily time frame. We are still looking at the market and we're seeing that yes, price is still struggling around that same point. You understand? Price is still struggling around this same point at the top here. So we're looking at it now from my 1 hour time frame. So on my 1 hour time frame now, what we're saying is price is currently ranging around this zone. Price is ranging. And the truth is this: in a ranging market, like we all know, we've said the times without number for ranging market, that ranging markets are known as what? Correction zones. You can see it is moving sideways. Yes, normally we say the market moves in 2 or 3 directions. The 2 directions is, yes, we know it goes up or come down, but once in a while it moves sideways. Now, consolidation zones are known as correction zones. Now, after the correction, the next thing is it picks a direction. So in this situation on Euro USD, I won't advise anybody to go for any direct trade. All I will advise you to do is what? hold on, because this market has not picked a particular direction. It hasn't taken a particular direction. And because it has not picked a direction, then let's hold on. Once it picks the direction, then we would follow. You understand? So our advice, we hold on Euro USD. Now, if it picks a direction to the upside, we could go for that buy. If it's on the downside, which is sell, then we'll pick our sell. We'll go for it. Yeah. So all in all, for me, if you're looking for my own buyers, I'll still say I'm expecting euros to go up. I'm still expecting the price of euros to go up based on what I'm seeing. That's on my own buyers, you understand? But currently, because it's ranging, I won't advise anybody to go for any instant trade or anything. Just hold on for it to give you a clear cut, a clear direction. And once it picks that direction, you hit the nail on the head. And yeah, I feel there's going to be profit on that. You understand? Okay. All right. We'll move to the next part, which is okay. I can see my baby. I don't know who is that, but that's the name I'm seeing, saying my baby. You say, thought today is holiday, sir. Yes, today is holiday, it's Easter period. And that doesn't mean the market is not going to move. We still have, even in the physical market, you still have see some people in the market, right? Yes. So the market will still move in its own way too. So yes, because today is an holiday doesn't mean we shouldn't trade or something. The market will still move. You understand? Might not just move with volatility the way we are expecting, because most people or most of the traders around the world might be on holiday, having a nice time with their family or friends and the likes like that. You understand? But yes, does that mean the market is not going to move? No, the market will still move if it, as it's supposed to move. That's that on that. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one, currency. Next currency. Okay, we're moving to USD JPY. All right, this is USD JPY. USD JPY. We're on USD JPY now. All right, so on USD JPY, looking at what the market is doing, this is on my 1 hour time frame. All right, let me make it straight. You discover that on this 1 hour time frame, price has actually been going down. From this point, it came down sharp to this point. Now from here, it reversed back a little bit up. And since then, you see if I'm able, okay, let's see. Let me try and draw the trend. You see, from this part now, when it got down to this point, came back up to this point. From around this point, it's been going down. You understand? So it's still giving us that downward trend, but currently you're seeing it is ranging, and because it's ranging, don't move into this market with full force. Hold on. Let's hold on. That's the main thing. You understand? Because it's ranging, I'm still expecting the price to drop. You understand? I'm still expecting the price to drop, but it's a ranging market. And because USD JPY is ranging, please kindly hold on. Do not rush into this market. You rush into this market, you rush out. You understand? USD JPY is ranging. So wait for it. I'm expecting it to even break below this part. Yes, at the point it broke and it came back up. So this is our new support around this point. But if it's able to break below all this part and it picks a direction, then we'll know it's going to reverse back. Or it reverses back to the upside. But on USD JPY, I'll say my own preference is a sell. I'll be expecting price of USD JPY to drop. That's my preference on USD JPY. I'm expecting it to drop. Okay. All right, so let's move to the next instrument. Let's see USD CHF, after which we'll go to GBP USD. USD CHF, as of this morning, we can see that price is actually okay, on candle zero is trying to drop. You understand? Now you look at it, all this while it's just been moving between these 2 points. In fact, I'm coming. Okay, price has been moving just between these 2 points. Let me make it a little bit tight. Yes, just been between these 2 points, 1 and 2. Just been within these 2 points. Price has been moving between these 2 points. So as it is now, price is coming down. I'm expecting the price to drop down to this point, and after that, it could reverse back up again. But yes, the strength at which it will move is not just there. It's going to take its time to move slowly. You understand? So I'm expecting it to move slowly. All right, Angel, you're asking for time frame. Just look at the chart. You see what is toggled there. H1 is what is toggled. You understand? If you look at it, H1 is what is toggled. If you're following me clearly, just look at your screen. You see it on my toolbar that H1 is what is toggled. All right. So yes, on USD CHF, like I said, I'm still expecting the price to drop, and we can see it is moving down. It's dropping. You understand? So it's going to take its time to drop, and yeah, that's that. If it drops down to this point, basically, as far as it does not break below this point, yes, it's still going to go back up. So, but irrespective of when it's dropping, if you look at it critically, you see around this point, there's still a small zone here. You understand? So if this price is able to get here and does not go below this point, it could reverse back up. But if it's able to go below this point, then we're expecting it to get back to this point before reversing back to the upside. You understand? But like I said, because today is on holiday, till down till Monday, on Monday, the market can be so funny and it will move slowly and the likes like that. So that on its own too could also affect the strength of movement. Okay, so that's that on USD CHF. USD CHF. Okay, so let's look at we're going to be looking at GBP USD. We'll look at GBP USD. We're looking at GBP USD now. GBP USD. Right. It was okay. GBP USD. All right. So on GBP USD, just like we're seeing, this price has moved up. In fact, this is on 1 hour time frame. Look at the way it moved up from this point up to this high. Now, around this point now, there's a strong resistance around this point, and that's why price has been having issues around that point. You can see it pulled back a little down to this point. Yes, created a zone around this point. So it's been just been between these 2 points now. And we all know that currencies respect zones more. So it's just one of these things. Either it breaks above or it reverses back. And if it's able to break above this zone, then we should expect price to keep on moving up. We should expect price to keep on moving up. Yes, we should expect price to keep on moving up, or there's a reversal. But if you want to go for that buy on GBP USD, all you need to do is hold on for it to break above this particular section here. If it's able to break above this section successfully, then we can go for that buy. If it's able to break above this section successfully, we can go for that buy. But if that is not the case, there could be price could reverse back down. You understand? So let's wait and see what price is going to do. As far as price is unable to break above this particular zone where it is, I see it dropping back. Or we could have price ranging around this point. You understand? It's one of the two of those options. Either price ranges around that point or it breaks above it and be able to pick our direction on that price. You understand? Okay, so that's that on GBP USD. Okay, so let's look at okay, let's see USD card. Yes, after USD card, then we can move down to commodities. Then we talk about indices. We can also come back to all these things. Okay, so let's go to USD card. All right, USD card. All right, so we're on USD card now. This is USD card. All right. So on USD card, we can see what price is doing also too. Came down with full strength, got to this. Now, the real truth is price has been having issues around this point. This point is a strong zone. Can you see? Now, this is one, this is another one. In fact, we could have said this is a double bottom. You understand? And we expected price to go, but no. At the same time, we could also say we have the head and shoulder pattern around this point. But you see, the main thing is this. I technically, based on what we're saying here, I'm still expecting price to drop on USD card. You understand? I'm expecting the price to drop from USD card to sell. But before we can go for that sell, let's wait for it to break below this part. If it's able to break below this part, then we can have the continuation of the selling trade. But if that is not the case, we could have a reversal back up. And see, The main thing that has actually affected this market has been the trade war. The trade war between US, Canada, and some of these other major economies has been the real problem facing in the market now. Just the trade war. But if you're able to come to a consensus and agree and end the whole trade war, everything is going to be cool on this thing. But due to the trade war, there's been a lot of strength. And seriously, the trade war has actually affected US more. It has affected US more. Strength of their currency has dropped and dropped, you understand, and all other currencies are beginning to even gain strength more than it was before, you understand. So USD card expecting price to what to drop, but if it doesn't drop, if it doesn't close below this particular section, we could expect price reversing back to the upside for a bullish movement, you understand. We could expect price to go back to the upside for a bullish movement. And if you look at it now, even on the monthly time frame, you can see where price is. It has gotten to this particular high before. In fact, let's see. Okay, based on this high now, I'm coming. Let me zoom out completely. Okay, if we can see this. Okay, now look at it. It has gotten to this high and it's rejected around this point. If it's able to break below this particular section again, we could have price dropping. This is on my monthly time frame, price coming down to around this point. You understand? So going to the weekly time frame, can we see? I'm still, in fact, based on what I'm seeing on the weekly time frame, monthly and weekly time frame, I'm expecting price to drop. This is on daily time frame. We can see that on daily time frame now. In fact, let me zoom it in. Look at what we're saying. Price has actually is resting. It has gotten to that particular point. You can see on daily time frame, price is trying to push it up. But the very moment price breaks that zone, we are going to have a very massive drop in price on USD card. Yes, we're going to have a massive drop on price on USD card. So we could look out for a sell on this. If it's able to break below this particular section now that it is on USD card, you understand? Once price is able to break below this particular section now that's been highlighted for us, we could have what? A selling market. You understand? So let's watch out and see what is going to happen. Is it going to break below it or not? And once it breaks below it, yes, that's confirmed that this market is what is dropping and it's going to drop massively. That's that on USD card. Okay, that's that on USD card. All right, so let's look at commodity now. Let's look at commodity, and the first commodity we're going to be looking at is gold. We look at commodity and we look at gold. Yes, we look at gold. Let's look at gold. Okay. Gold. Let's see gold. Let's look at gold. I'm with us, please. Yes, this is gold. This is gold. All right, so on gold, if we look at gold currently, we discover that price currently seems to have is not moving, and the main reason is not far-fetched. The main reason is not far-fetched. It's just due to what? To holidays. That's just the main thing. It's due to the holiday we are having. That's why we're saying that price is not moving on gold currently. That's just it. But apart from that, every other thing is there. But due to the holiday, the price on gold is holding up now currently. So yes, it's due to the holidays. So I feel once the holiday is over, the market will move. Currently, we just from the whole thing we are saying, I feel we'll have more of currencies just moving during this holiday period. But gold and some stocks and the likes, the market is going to what is going to hold it. Is because of due to the holidays, you understand? So due to the holidays, we might not have instrument like gold and the likes moving, but we'll have more of currencies moving. You understand? So we could use this opportunity to even trade more on currencies. We could use the opportunities to trade more on currencies. Currencies will also move in the market. You understand? So we can use this opportunity, trade on currencies, and get some other profit, make some profit for ourselves. So even if the market is not moving on other instruments, we can have it on gold moving. Yes. Okay. So that's that on gold. And the same thing, it goes for, if you look at it, even on indices too, you can see this is on US 30, which I'm sharing with us. So we can see that price has what has stopped where it is not moving. So gold and gold, US 100, US 30. In fact, basically for indices and commodities, price is going to what? Wait, you understand? I'm not seeing price moving on all these ones. Okay, so let's see. Coming. Hold on. So if we're not seeing price moving on all these instruments, so the next thing we're going to do is just advise we stay more on currency. So if you have any currency pair that you want me to look at, pending the time it gets to 9 o'clock, just drop it on the chart for me and I will look at that. You understand? Let's see. Any currency pair you want us to look at, please drop it on the chart so we'll look at it. You understand? So I'm with us now. We have the floor. The floor is open to us to pick the instrument we want on currencies. Let's see. All right, let's move on. I'm with us. Currencies. I'm waiting. Yes. Okay. Angel is saying GBP JPY. GBP JPY. All right, so I'm with us now, and I'm going to check on GBP JPY. Interesting. GBP JPY. So GBP JPY. Right. I'm on GBP JPY now. I'm on GBP JPY. So yes, let me look at it from the higher time frame first. So on the higher time frame, basically based on what we are seeing, price got to a particular high, you understand? Not the highest high, you understand, but price pushed up to around this point. Now reversed back. It's reversing back, you understand? So we should expect maybe, yes, a pullback. Is price is supposed to sell based on what we're seeing on the monthly time frame. Even on the weekly time frame, we went to that high and it's dropping. But you discover that price has been having issues around this point. This is on weekly time frame. Because if you look at it on the weekly time frame, it's been moving up since from 20th, I mean 9th of February 2020. Price of GBP, JPY has actually been going up. You understand? Until this year when it got to this high and now it's reversing back down. You understand? So, okay, so basically based on what we're seeing, I'm expecting the price of GBP JPY to drop. I'm expecting it to drop, but this is on 1 hour time frame now. We can see that price is ranging. It's ranging between these 2 points. So for anybody that is on a trade on it, just hold on. You understand? Let it pick a particular direction depending, then you can follow. If you have a trade on it, then I'll also advise risk management. You could have your stop loss, you understand? Set your stop loss and take profit because you don't know which direction is going to take after this whole ranging, you understand? Currently, based on what we're seeing, is ranging on 1 hour. On this 1 hour time frame is ranging. So when it picks its direction, then we can follow. But if it doesn't pick its direction, then we have to wait. But basically, based on what I'm seeing, I, for one, I'm expecting the price to drop on GBP JPY. I'm expecting it to drop. I'm expecting a drop in price. But because it is ranging now, our advice we hold on. Our advice we wait. Let's see what the price is going to be like on GBP JPY. Okay. That's that, Angel. Okay, Pensky, say, is it going oil too? Okay, on oil, we're also going to be on holiday. You understand? That's the commodity. Now, yes, Angel, when I was talking about GBP JPY, I had to call all the whole time frame because I understand the fact that you said you're using your phone, so it's a little bit tight. You're unable to see it clearly. So I did it on monthly, weekly, daily. Then I moved to my 1 hour time frame. On 1 hour time frame, currently price of GBP is ranging. So I said, wait, that's what I'm expecting based on what price is showing us. I'm expecting us to what? Hold on, let it pick a direction before we follow. You understand? If it doesn't pick that direction, don't go for any trade on GBP JPY. That's just it. You understand? Okay. Okay, so yes, I'm still waiting. We still have some more time. We still have like around 18 minutes more. You have any instrument you want us to look at on currencies, please drop it on the chart for me. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Now, I've talked about the major currencies and I need us to pick. Maybe you have a particular currency you want to look at and you don't know your way around it. Please just drop it on the chart for me. Look at it. Let's talk about it. You understand? Okay. All right, Clement Pereira, you raised up your hand. Okay, what exactly is it, Mr. Clement Pereira? Please drop it on the chat. Let's see what do you want me to look at?
I have
Okay.
JPY.
You said
JPY, but I put it on the chat, but it's like you didn't see it.
I didn't
Good
see Euro
morning.
JPY. Good morning. It was
No,
GBP
USD
JPY,
JPY.
USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY. Edunyemisi dropped that. I even spoke about it first, okay, but I'll look at it again. Angel, you're saying NZD USD. Okay, let's look at GBP JPY, USD JPY. Once we're done with USD JPY, then we'll come to NZD USD. Let's look at USD JPY. All right, USD JPY. I'm with us. USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay, so we're on USD JPY now. Now, USD JPY, look at it too. It's still the same thing. Price has actually been dropping. Strength of dollars has actually been weak for a while now. It's not really doing anything. And based on what we're seeing, it's still giving us that downward trend. But around this point, the zone is just so strong. This point is very, very strong. You understand? In fact, let's see. Let me look at it based on what we're seeing on this support and resistance. Yes, nice. Let's move it. Can you see? Based on what even the indicators are saying, this particular zone here is a proven support. It's just so strong. It's so strong. Price has gone and gone and gone, but yes, look at it. Test count has tested that particular position 7 times, and price has been unable, like price is unable to break it. So that zone is a very, very strong zone. It's a very, very strong zone. So what are we expecting? Are we saying we should go for buy or sell? No, let's hold on because price is what is currently ranging. Because the market price is ranging around that this particular position, we need to wait. You understand? So the main thing is once it picks a direction, we'll follow that direction. Well, if you're looking at, is it on my own bias? You want to hear my bias? On my own sentiment, I will say, on my own opinion, I'm expecting the price to drop. You understand? But that might not be the case at the end of the day. Based on my own bias, that's my own bias. But at the end of the day, it might decide to go bullish, you understand? But let's see what the market is going to do because it's ranging. We are meant to wait because we know a ranging market is a correction zone. Understand? So once market price is able to break outside the ranging zone, then we could expect a free movement of the price in the market. You understand? So if it's going up, we know what to do. And if it's going down, we know the drill. You follow it instantly, following the direction it's going to take. But if one thing is for sure, if price is able to break below this particular section here, so let me come in. Price is able to break below this zone around this point here. It was, yes, if price is able to break below this zone that it is here, I will be expecting a massive drop in price. Once price is able to break below that, oh, sorry for that. There was a network glitch, but yeah, we're back. So once price is able to break below this particular section, I'm expecting price to what? To sell. But if that is not the case, if the reverse is the case, then we are expecting it to go. But if it's able to break below it successfully, then we should expect a downward trend, a continuation of that downward trend. That on that. All right, so let's look at the next instrument, which is NZD USD. NZD USD. Let's look at NZD USD. Okay, we're on NZD USD now. Oh, interesting. Have it here. So looking at it here, there are two things we are seeing. This is on my 1 hour time frame. You see that price has actually moved up, got to this point, broke above this point, went up. Now it has reversed back to test this point. And as far as price is unable to break below this point, I'm still expecting what? A push up. This is on 1 hour time frame, but let's look at it based on higher time frame and see what it is going to do exactly. Wow. I'm expecting the price to what? To push up on NZD. This is on my monthly time frame, and look at it. On my monthly time frame, you discover that price has actually gone down for a long while. You understand? And yes, because it has been moving down on a long while, I'm expecting price to reverse back up again, because the last time price got to around the point where it is now, price reversed back up. All these points, price reversed back up. Anytime it got there, it went back up, came back again, pushed it back, pushed it back. So we're expecting price to to push up. You understand? The lowest it had ever gone is around this point that is showing us now. This is the lowest it had ever gone. You understand? And that was around 2008, thereabouts. You understand? Till this point now, it hasn't gone that low. You understand? So around this point now, all the times has gone. Now, this is point one. I tested it, went back up, came back to this same point around 2019, around 2022. In fact, where's my crosshair to be very sure about it? Okay, so yes, okay. 2020 went back, reversed back, came back to that same spot again to test it around 2022. Rest now went back. Now this is 2025 and is around the same point again. So I'm expecting the price of NZD/USD to go up. This is based on long time frame, higher time frame, weekly time frame. Yes, still the same thing. I'm expecting it to push up. On my daily time frame, based on what I'm seeing, I'm still expecting it to push up. But yes, we had a little pullback based on where price is. There's a zone there, and if it's able to pull back a little, as far as it's unable to break down, we could expect a reversal back to the upside. So NZD/USD, based on my own reaction or my own opinion, I'm expecting the price to push up. And even if it breaks back into this same zone, we could have a reversal down to this side around this point. Then after which, what price reverses back up. You understand? So even if it breaks back into this zone that we are seeing, we could have price just have issues around this point a little bit, then it reverses back to the upside. So on NZD/USD, I'm expecting the price of the market to what? To buy. I'm expecting price to buy. Okay, so that being said, I'm looking at the chart now. Okay, which other instrument do you want us to look at? Please, let's drop it on the chart. On currencies, you want me to look at one instrument or the other? Please drop it on the chart. So let's look at it. Let's look at it. We still have more time. We still have around 10 minutes more before we call it a day, and a happy Easter to everyone. Before then, but we still have time. So let's look at it. Which instrument should we look at? Let's call. Okay. Let's look at Euro JPY. I know that check JPY. Let's look at Euro JPY. Maybe I picked that for us. I'm pending that on the time I'm doing analysis on that. Let's look at let's all pick an instrument. You have an instrument in your mind that you want to trade and you're not sure on currencies, just drop it and we look at it. Euro JPY. It is. I'm on Euro JPY. Whoa. So in Euro JPY, it's actually moving between these 2 points. This is point 1 and this is point 2. Yes. So because it's moving between these 2 points now, and one of the things we need to understand is these currencies respect zones more. Currencies respect zones very well. They are respecters of zones. They don't disrespect zones. So part of the things we need to do is when we see currencies like this doing all these things, we need to just take our time to look at the zone where price is resting. Then we move with it. But if it doesn't go beyond that in particular session, we wait. So around where price is now, it's really looking like it's moving sideways internally within these 2 zones. So let's hold on for price to just break and give us a direction, then we'll follow. You understand? And if it gets to this point, as far as it's unable to break above this zone, we should expect it to come back down. Except it breaks above or below that zone, that's when we can now take a definite direction. You understand? So that's that on Euro JPY. Okay, so Adeyemi Olalekan, you're asking, are indices on holidays too? Good morning, sir. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Adeyemi. Yes, they are on holidays. Indices on holiday. You know, that has to do with stocks. All the banks are on holiday, all those things. Companies, they are on holidays. These are holiday periods, and yes, because they are on holidays, the market will not move. You understand? For them, it's not going to move. But on currencies, it's going to move, and it's going to be a little bit slow. Then at the same time, I think I need to, okay, some of us might not be a little bit sure. And because of the holidays, somehow, price might be a little bit be expensive, like, yeah, expensive a little bit, you understand, in trading them, it might be a little bit expensive. But apart from that, every other thing, it will still move on currencies, but just that it will take its time, you understand, okay? Soyemi Adeleke, you're saying we should look at Euro GBP. All right, so let's see Euro GBP. Let's look at Euro GBP. And we just yes, Euro GBP. All right, so on my higher time frame now, Euro GBP, let's start from monthly, looking at it on the higher time frame on Euro GBP. This is the whole thing. It's just been within 0.1 and point 2. Okay, let me make it a little bit tight, you understand? So this has been the real move from it, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, just between these 2 points. But let's see what it's saying on weekly time frame. Now, can we see weekly time frame came down and it's pushing up? Okay, let's look at what it's saying on daily time frame. Right, 4 hours, then 1 hour. All right, so this is on 1 hour time frame. And on our 1 hour time frame, based on what we are seeing now, based on what we are seeing on our 1 hour time frame, this is the latest zone on our 1 hour time frame. You understand? Came here one double. Now this is it. It did a double bottom around this point, then it pushed up a little bit. When it got to this point, now it has reversed down, and it is now ranging around this point too. Because price is ranging around this point, hold on for it. Now, this is the 2 points is ranging between these 2 points. It's just been dancing between this one, came down here, got up here. Now, as far if it's still going to respect the same thing, so it means we should expect price to drop back to this particular section. But once it's able to break above or it breaks below that zone successfully, take the move. If it goes above it and closes above it, that's the direction of buy. Go for it. If it goes below and closes below the zone, that's sell. You go for your sell. That's the interesting part of a ranging market. Like we said, ranging markets are correction zones, and once they pick a direction, they follow it. They follow it. So let's wait and see. Is it going to follow it? Is it going to move like that? And if it moves like that, good and fine. That becomes what's interesting. You understand? That becomes interesting. So that's that on Euro GBP. Let's see. Okay, you say when Mr. Adeyemi, you're asking when will the market resume? Then, okay, so to make it interesting, the market is going to resume on Tuesday. The market will resume on Tuesday. You know, by Tuesday, the whole Easter holiday is going to be ending. You know, in fact, ends Monday night. You understand? By Tuesday, the market, everything will resume. And don't be surprised, once the market resumes, there's going to be a massive volatility in movement. You understand? Because currently now there's no serious work, but yes, once the market resumes, there will be a massive movement in that market, either to the upside or downside. You understand? There could be a massive push up or downside depending on the instrument we are trading. You understand? So the holidays is going to end by Tuesday. You understand? Monday morning, early Monday morning, everything ends. Okay. Please, I can see Please raising up his hand. Please go to the chat section. Just drop it now. Let's see it. You understand? Just drop it on the chat for me. Oh, all right. Let me give us the opportunity. Speak. You can speak, please. Please, if you can hear me, speak. I'm with you, please. Okay, Clement Pereira too. I can see your hand up. If you want to speak, please kindly speak. Let me hear you. Okay, I can't hear them speaking. I'm not hearing you speaking. You're not saying anything. Okay, are you dropping it on the?
Sorry about that. That was an error.
Okay,
Sorry,
so
please.
no problem. Please, how about you, please? How about you? You're not saying anything. All right, no problem. Since Bliss is not responding, look at the last instrument for the day, then we'll call it a day. Looking at the last instrument for today. And which instrument is that going to be? Drums rolling. Bam. Okay. I'm going for AUD USD. AUD USD. Interesting. Now, if you look at AUD USD, you discover that I already marked it down even before now. Price has been around this point and price has not gone beyond that point. Price has been coming to this point and it's been going down. This is on 1 hour time frame. You understand? Price has actually pushed up. I'm expecting price to still push up on AUD USD, but if you look at it, look at the whole thing it's been doing. It's been just 1, 2, and in fact, based on the current position where it is, price has been having issues around this point. You understand? It's just been between this point and this point. Goes up, come down back to around that same point. But to make it fair, let's drag it a little bit down to this point and let's see what is going to happen around this point. You understand? Is price going to come down to this point and break below it, then move back down, or is it going to reverse back up? You understand? But as it is now, based on what we're seeing on the trend, price has been pushing up on it's been pushing up on AUD USD. It's been pushing up on AUD USD. In fact, okay, I'm coming. Let me zoom out so we can see some things. Let's see it on D1. Right. So can we see? Price came down to this point and it has reversed back up to this point. So I'm expecting price to still push up. As far as price is able to break above this zone, this is on our daily time frame. If it's able to break above this particular section here successfully, we should expect price to what? To buy. You understand? So let me mark it out here so we can see it. Okay, this is it. All right, let me go to my 1 hour time frame. I think we'll have a good listing to see that. Let me zoom it. Okay. And with us, please. All right. Okay. So if price is able to break above this particular point where it is now successfully, then we could have price going up. Let's wait and see. Is price going to break above it? If it breaks above it, then we should expect price to buy. You understand? So that's that on AUD USD. Thank you very much for joining today's morning market review. And I'm wishing each and every one of us a happy Easter. You understand? So I'm going to call it, I'll try my best to call everybody's name now. I'll try my best to call everybody's name. Let's see if I can. I can see Clement Pereira, Bliss. I can see A1 Wisdom, Adao Go. I can see Adeyemi Olalekan, Alebode Isedu, Andrew Jason, Angel, Angela, Anthony Kayode, Awonusi Ademola Adekunle. I can see Anyu Felix Olugbenga. I can see Bukola Oni 3320, Chinedu Osaji. I can see Chooks Wisdom. I can see Daniel Egenti, Davis Benebo, Christopher Lolo. I can see Epemski. I can see Emmanuel Adeniji. I can see Faisal Momo. I can see Ismail Abubakar. I can see Issa Sadiq. I can see James Otegbayo. I can see Carlo. I can see Maxwell Marcos. I can see Ola Kutan Elijah. I can see Olumayowa. I can see Precious. I can see Pastor Luke. I can see Seneri Oteje, Oteje. I can see Sanusi Olatunde. I can see Shegun Babatunde. I can see Soji Faru Timi. I can see Soyemi Adeleke. I can see Stella Johnny. All right, I can see a person, but the person is bearing a phone name, which is Techno KJ5. I can see Wasiu Shobande. I can see William Aja. I can see Yusuf Adebayo Rashid. Okay, so that's all I can see. And yes, I've called everybody's names. So I'm saying thank you for joining today's morning market review. See you same time next week. Happy holiday. Bye.